This channel's real, this channel's about documenting, this channel's about talking, having an open opinion. And let's get started. Say woke, say woke. Say woke. Head of a horse, the body of a man. Unidentified flying object. Welcome back to another video.
What's up, guys? It's me, Do Not Obey, and let's just get into this video. Now, this video is by Unexplained Mysteries. I really like their channel. There's something found really strange. It looks like a pyramid. I don't know, but let's check this out.
No one really knows if there is extraterrestrial life outside of our own planet.
Facts.
Many believe there is something out there, and experts are constantly looking for answers to prove this theory. Some people have encountered alien life on our own planet. However, many people are skeptical of their stories.
Well, we already know that. Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
Somewhere around 3.5 to 11 miles across, and looks to be resting in a large area of underwater terrain in the Pacific Ocean. It appears that the structure seems to be somewhere around 3.5 to 11 miles, and looks to be resting in a large area of underwater terrain in the Pacific Ocean, a little west of Mexico. Many can even view the massive structure using Google Earth satellite images when looking up the coordinates 12 degrees north at 119 degrees west.
My thing is, it looks pyramid shaped. What was it? What is it? Could it be? All this stuff is starting to come up now. Exposure, disclosure. If you want to talk about the Bible, Revelations, things will be revealed. Hello, I'm just saying. I mean, science, religion, everything's coming together.
Of the object was made by a researcher located out in Argentina by the name of Marcelo Iguazusta. He claims that the structure could be evidence of the formation of an ancient civilization long before man was supposedly capable of roaming the planet, and that, at a different time in Earth's history, could have experienced a change in tide that would allow the construction of the monstrosity. His theories, however, have not prevented a wide range of conspiracy theories from forming in the community. Many believe that it could very well be a possibility that the structure isn't that of a large underwater pyramid, but that of a secret alien base inhabiting the ocean floor.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Seriously.
The planet, and that, at a different time in Earth's history, could have experienced a change in tide that would allow the construction of the monstrosity. His theories.
My question is this the so-called Lost Mayans, the Anunnakis, or people we don't know about? I mean, like, I'm confused. Like, man, there's so much that we don't know. Like, this could be, like he said, used now. It may not even be something that was used long ago. This could be a facility still in place. You know, hell, the supercomputer could be there for all we know. I'm just saying.
However, have not prevented a wide range of conspiracy theories from forming in the community. Many believe that it could very well be a possibility that the structure isn't that of a large underwater pyramid, but that of a secret alien base inhabiting the ocean floor. Many have often referenced the existence of strange sightings of unidentified submerged objects, or that of UFOs exiting from under the ocean and shooting off into the sky in different maritime accounts. Given the structure.
And see, a lot of us don't think that all of them are coming from the center of the earth. There's a lot of things right here that aren't right. Well, I'm not saying they're not right. Hell, we may not be right to them. I don't know. What I'm saying is the things that we see may not be coming out of our dimension. They could be right here, our neighbors. Hello.
Just massive size, sudden appearance, and strange artificial shape. This has led many to undoubtedly believe that it appears to be of extraterrestrial origin. Interestingly enough, other researchers have picked up on the discovery, and well-known alien hunter Scott C. Waring has already posted in his blog UFO Sightings Daily that an 8.5-mile estimate is only a conservative estimate, and that the true size of the discovery could be somewhere north of 11 miles across and possibly grouped up with other impossible-to-see structures in the region. Given the large number of reported USOs throughout the area, known as unidentified submerged objects, that have demonstrated similar properties to that of unidentified flying objects. This has led many researchers to believe that the underwater pyramid is that of an underwater alien research base.
Look at this thing. And if this is the real picture, the physical picture that they're showing us here, that they got from, the researchers, this long thing in the middle looks like either you got ladders or like maybe a tube, like the Jetsons, or maybe the ship goes down there. And then if you think about Resident Evil, when they had like the government had a house, then the floor opened, and then you had this humongous facility. Then in Resident Evil, they had the whole United States up underwater. And I'm not trying to be funny. Just because it's a movie doesn't mean that they haven't already created this type of stuff, just in a smaller type of field. I'm just saying, man. Let's roll.
Still being used in the modern day.
Still being used. Alright, let's check out number 2.
USO sightings. While UFO sightings become increasingly common, there's also been a sharp increase in reports of USOs, unidentified submerged objects. When former United States Navy Commander David Fravor appeared as a guest star on Joe Rogan Experience, he opened up about an encounter that a fellow pilot had while on board a submarine. Fravor claimed his acquaintance was a pilot of an MH-53E Sea Dragon, stationed at the Roosevelt Roads Naval Station, Puerto Rico. There were 2 occasions when he claimed to have seen strange underwater objects. During the first sighting, the pilot was out recovering an unmanned drone with his team, when he claimed he saw a large and circular mass below the surface.
Think about the Bermuda Triangle, or like over in Japan or somewhere in their area, they have their own like triangle as well. But the funny thing is, or not funny thing is, they're both, it's a straight line from our Bermuda Triangle to theirs. And what if these are just cities and they have no fly zones, and they've told our GOV allegedly, hypothetically, not to fly over this certain area, and they keep doing it, and things happen? I don't know. I'm not saying all of them are bad, just like all humans aren't bad, but when people ask you to not do something and respect them, look how we treat each other here. I can imagine how we treat aliens or reptile beings. I mean, I'm just saying, we can't even get along with colors. Could you imagine seeing a man, half of the body of a horse and his head is a man? Or his head is a horse and his body is a man? Or he looks like a cricket or a centipede but he can talk? Or a blob with one eye but he can speak? Could you imagine how we would treat them? Okay.
He was sure it wasn't a submarine. In his second sighting, he claimed to have seen a practice torpedo get pulled into the abyss of the ocean, in the presence of a similar USO. The torpedo was never seen again.
You know what though? You remember the story that I read, you guys, if you guys seen that vlog with Admiral Byrd, how he said, he had warned our GOV allegedly a long time ago. A lot of them have been trying to warn us to please stop with certain testings and atomic stuff and just all this stuff we're doing to each other, and radiation and 5G and all this, stuff. What if they're finally stepping back in and they're like, nope, let me get that. We're not gonna hurt you, but we're about to start taking your toys.
USOs are usually passed off as common objects, which are distorted below the surface, but trained Navy personnel are more familiar with the ocean. So when military officials claim to have witnessed a USO or UFO sighting, it automatically becomes more credible.
Yes.
Reports of USOs go back years, with some even being detected by nuclear submarines rigged with the most sensitive listening technology in the world.
Yep.
On the 19th of April 1957, crew members aboard a Japanese fishing boat, Kitsukawa Maru, witnessed 2 metallic silvery objects descending from the sky into the ocean. The crew estimate the size of the crafts to be around 10 meters in length, and without any kind of wings. In 2007, an eyewitness off the coast of Half Moon Bay, California, claimed she had observed 3 UFOs while traveling on the cruise ship Dawn Princess, renamed in 2017.
Sailing with Sage, or if you change your name again, let me know, homie. Keep your eye in the water. Keep that camera on. We all may need to help support you get an underwater camera to put on the boat.
As Pacific Explorer. The witness claimed 3 objects came into view, all uniform with each other, evenly spaced in a line, parallel to the ship's hull and hovering just above the water's surface. Nearly spherical objects glowing in the sky appeared to stay in one place while the ship moved past them. They were hovering but didn't disturb the water below them. Just as they went out of sight, the far left object splashed and disappeared into the water.
Number 1.
The ancient Antarctic pyramids. All around the world, we find evidence of massive pyramid structures that have often challenged our modern notion of the age of humanity and the technological and developmental might of our early civilizations. Given the fact that these great structures are often found in areas that predate existing archaeological beliefs of early human civilizations, discovering the location of these pyramids in which humans have never actively inhabited could then prove to be a smoking gun of possible extraterrestrial intervention. This is what led to the alien enthusiast community looking forward to the icy continent of Antarctica and claiming that, given the continent's recent discovery and completely uninhabitable terrain, to find such a structure amongst its icy lands would be more than enough evidence to prove such a theory.
Once again, I want to slide this in here. I try to slide this in here as many times as I can when it's dealing with Antarctica. Why is it that we have arguments everywhere else? We fight over everything else as far as us and other, countries, peoples. But that place is the only place that nobody seems to want to fight or argue over. You know why? Because what I keep saying, I don't think they can. Somebody else owns it and they said no. But whoever runs allegedly here, the powers that be, what if they're the ones that own that? Or it's the good guys, and that's the last stronghold into, if you want to believe in, the Bible, until things start happening again. Because if we got giants sleeping and things that's supposed to wake up, I also believe we got some good things that's supposed to wake up and help us too. I'm just saying, we all can be Davids, and yeah, we can beat some Goliaths, but look, from what I've researched, and as tall as them efforts are, and the things that certain entities and beings can do and shut us down with their brains and stuff, we gonna need a miracle. So I hope that this place holds some goodness, or these guys see us up here, like-minded people like me, like you, and we don't get effed up with them. I'm just saying.
Complex research data and satellite imaging, the community worked day and night in the hopes of uncovering any evidence of these structures. Oddly enough, they did. Believed to be much larger than the pyramids at Giza, the alien enthusiasts began noticing strange mountains that did not seem to match with the overall landscape of the region. Not only did these supposed large mountains not exist anywhere close to a mountain range, but the region in which it inhabited did not appear to even have the stresses or strains of the tectonic plates that could cause a potential mountain range in the first place. Not only this, but the size of the mountain in that area ended up displaying the proportions of a perfect pyramid, with 4 even sides, a symmetrical peak, and the same degree in slope gradient compared to that of the large pyramids at Giza. Images of these structures in high definition can also be found thanks to efforts made by researchers to locate the peaks of the mountains in the attempts to disprove these satellite images, but
what if, hypothetically speaking, what if, because we have these certain pyramid structures that they tell us about more, but there are other structures that are made that aren't as talked about as much, I guess, as the pyramids, or pushed in our brain as much. What if this is one main species? Now remember, they all come in different colors, okay? Listen. So what if this is the one main species, hypothetically, that could be controlling or whatever, running this system up top? Not this system, us up top. We're here. We're all around that bad boy, okay? So what if the pyramids were that main species? And if you notice, we have pyramids here in North Carolina too. Okay, we do. They're in the Appalachians. I don't know if people talk about them, but I know they're up there. I've heard about it. A lot of people talk about it. I'm just saying. But let's just get back to it.
Only worked to prove their existence and showcase their symmetrical and artificial design in clearer imaging. leading to a number of legends surrounding the icy continent that speak of an advanced civilization before the existence of human civilization having once inhabited the land in a far distant and unremote past.
That's crazy, man. Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I just want to bring this to you guys. I love Unexplained Mysteries. Please go sub to them. Like I said, this is just a reaction. This is just commentary, and just to bring awareness, to what is being found. And they really break things down and explain it way better than my country ours. This video, and like I always say, guys, do not obey. Stay woke.